Hey there, thinkers. It's me, Quizmaster Jack, here on Thinking Game Trivia, ready to play through week 7 of Buzzword's pop culture and sports offerings. We're in a bit of a video game doldrum here on a 2 wrong streak, hoping to remedy that this week.
An OSS agent gave birth to this character at Reggie's bar in Tangiers. He uses a tactile cane after waking up from a coma. This character is sent on missions with Ray and Lana by his mother, Mallory.
It's Archer. Yeah, I knew that clue. I was thinking about being born in Reggie's bar. Oh, that's so familiar. I used to watch a lot of Archer. And then I fell off of it. It was after the jungle season. The one where he was like, it was like Tailspin, but he was blue and human. Kruger was like a talking parrot. Yeah, that's the season I fell off.
This man directed a film in which a turnstile is a device that can invert entropy, leading to time travel. In another of his films, Louis Strauss of the AEC believes that the protagonist insulted him while talking to Albert Einstein. For 10 points.
It's just Nolan? Yeah, it's gotta be Chris Nolan. That must have been Tenet. I didn't see Tenet. I didn't see Oppenheimer either, but that really sounded like Oppenheimer.
This company's flagship store is located at the former Rhinelander mansion on Madison Avenue. The logo of one of this company's brands is based on an image of Benny Gutierrez riding a horse and wielding a mallet. For 10 points, what fashion house?
So that's just Ralph Lauren? Yeah, because they do polo stuff, but polo's the brand within the house. And that's about all I know about fashion.
Promotional ads for this song listed a phone number that was actually for auto parts company Ballcamp. Its music video is set in Springfield, Missouri, and shows its performer dressed as a cheerleader. For 10 points, what song that commands snap and clap?
Yeah, okay. Chapel Roan is dressed up like a bunch of things in that music video, more than it's just a cheerleader. The Midwest princess herself, Chapel Roan. I'm more of a red wine supernova guy than a hot to go guy.
This character's recurring leitmotif is Koji Kondo's theme, Ending. This character can transform into a sword fighter or ninja in a 2020.
I'm going to say this is Kirby. Maybe a little early. Yeah, well, that's 3 in a row wrong, because we got more Nintendo stuff. That was some real neg bait there, I think. Koji Kondo puts you in Nintendo, and then they talk about transforming into a swords fighter into a ninja, a thing that Kirby does. A little bit of neg bait there.
This man joins the army before learning that John Quinn survived a duel. This man beats his stepson, Lord Bullingdon, in a 1975 film that often uses a GF handle Saraband. Ryan O'Neal plays, for 10 points, what title character of a Stanley Kubrick film adapted from a William Thackeray novel?
What is going on? What? Stephen King, Robert Thackeray. I am so confused. Oh, Barry Lyndon. I didn't know. Stephen King was involved in Barry Lyndon? Oh, they said Stanley Kubrick, not Stephen King. My brain's melting.
On this show, a North Carolina woman is unable to recall meeting Kate at a baby shower. The lorazepam addict Victoria is played by Parker Posey on this show, whose first 2 seasons depicted the heiress Tanya's visits to Hawaii and Italy.
So that's gotta be White Lotus then. All right, we're scrapping and scraping. Trying to get these questions right.
The little boy declares that this genre's namesake era had run out in an epilogue song. In a musical, this genre is called new music when father and mother hear it played on their piano. Coalhouse Walker specializes in, for 10 points, what turn-of-the-century musical genre that titles a 19...
Yeah, so brag time then? Ooh, man. Like musicals I haven't seen, TV shows. I watched Archer. I did watch Archer, but it's been a while.
In a 2017 co-op board game titled for this kind of place, the players are spirits who battle colonizers.
All right, well, I'll take a board game question. Spirit Island is a game that I've played. You could go on talk about Forbidden Island and then Fireball Island. I don't know what the giveaway for that would necessarily be. I think I have Forbidden Island back here somewhere. I don't think it's in shot, or it's behind me. But yeah, a game that I don't have Spirit Island. My friends did. We played it maybe once. Like most board games, you play maybe once.
This man both inspired and starred in The Real Ambassadors, a musical by Iola and Dave Brubeck. He ended the Beatles' 14-week streak on top of the charts with a song that made him the oldest man to top the Hot 100.
Yeah.
A hit 1964 recording of Hello Dolly was by, for 10 points, what jazz trumpeter?
Oh, it's Louis Armstrong. I just listened to a podcast. Well, I just listened to it. I think it was probably a couple weeks ago, but they talked about Louis Armstrong. And that was his claim to fame, as he knocked the Beatles off the top list to be the oldest person to ever have a top 100 number one. Can't get a video game question right to save my life, but we got into triple digits. I fear I have given up my crown already, and I'm not happy about it, to be honest. On to sports questions. Let's do it.
While this man was mic'd up during a 33-0 loss to the Patriots, he said he was seeing ghosts.
That's Sam Darnold. Don't need anything more. I did once try to make a meme because they had a thing where Sam Darnold was sick for a Monday Night Football game when he was with the Jets, and he had mononucleosis. So they put up a picture of him in like the Monday Night Football, I'm rough, I'm tough, I'm ready to play football, just like pointing at the camera, and it said out mononucleosis. So I edited Robert Pattinson as the Batman, and it said something like just out indefinitely mononucleosis, but in the Batman font with Robert Pattinson's The Batman. No Vikings trauma for that. Sam was good for us, but you gotta move on, I think. Wish him the best of luck with the Seahawks.
After 2 meniscus tears limited this man to 29 games in 2024, he moved to right field for 2025. He captained Team USA at the 2023 WBC and struck out in the tournament's final at-bat.
It's Mike Trout. Shohei Ohtani struck out Mike Trout. I think that was the big takeaway there, is Japan beat the US. That was a cool moment.
A boxer from this country won a championship on a disqualification when Jack Sharkey punched him in the groin. A fighter from this country lost the 1938 Battle of the Century championship bout at Yankee Stadium to Joe Louis. For 10 points, name this European country the home of Max Schmeling.
Okay. Hopefully they'll just take Germany. I guess it wasn't East or West at that point.
This country will host the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. This country's longtime captain retired after it lost 1-0 to the U.S. in the women's gold medal match at the 2024 Olympics. Marta is the all-time leading...
It's just Brazil. Marta's the leading scorer for, like, all international play, period.
This man scored a record 29 points in the final round to win the NBA three-point contest in 2022. This man, the first of 4 Kentucky players taken as a lottery pick in 2015, was part of a 2024 trade that sent Dante DiVincenzo to Minnesota. For 10 points, name this all-star center for the Knicks.
I think Karl Anthony Towns is still with the Wolves, though. Oh, he's not with the Wolves. I got a basketball question right.
This man was the only MLB player to record his 3,000th career hit during the 1980s.
Okay.
This man, who stole home 7 times in 1969, was traded to the Angels 2 years after hitting .388 in 1977. For 10 points, what Panamanian American infielder won...
That's Rod Carew. Rod Carew was born in Panama. That's one little tidbit I know about Hall of Famer Rod Carew. He converted.
A driver for this team lost the 2008 F1 title by a single point. Kimi Räikkönen is the most recent driver to win a title with this team, which Carlos Sainz left after the 2024 season. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton are on, for 10 points.
I don't even know.
What racing team founded by a driver named Enzo?
It's Ferrari? It's Enzo Ferrari, isn't it? Okay. Just get me to the giveaway, please. Hopefully you'll say something about car manufacturer from Germany, or energy drink, or apparently Enzo Ferrari. As I've stated before, you give me a first name, I could probably give you a last name.
From 1971 to 1980, this team's QB was sacked 40-plus times in a season 4 times, and thanked the Rams' Jack Youngblood for picking him off the turf. In 1970, this team's Tom Dempsey kicked a then record 63.
Tom Dempsey was on the Saints. More Saints knowledge. I think this is the second time in 2025 that the New Orleans Saints has been an answer. But that was new Saints, newish Saints, Saints from this millennium, and the one before was previous millennium Saints.
This man was the starting center for a team that had a 33-game winning streak. This man, who defeated his former team in the 1967 finals, was finals MVP in 1972 during the only successful title run of Jerry West. For 10 points, what Warriors and Lakers big man was called?
This is George Mikan. I'm just going to say it's George Mikan. Yep, that makes more sense. I should have waited. They were going to say the Stilt, I think. Mikan was like a decade before that. I should have waited.
In the 2022 playoffs, this team lost a winner-take-all game for the 5th playoff series in a row. A center on this team, who scored 40 goals as a rookie in 2017, captained Team USA at the 2025 Four Nations Face-Off. Austin Matthews is the captain of...
He's on the Maple Leafs. All right. 9 out of 9 there. Had to rely on some giveaways, but triple digits in both. Not a bad showing overall, but getting a little salty about these video game questions. I apologize for that. I'm getting them wrong and I don't like it. But that's on me. Thanks for watching. If you want to play these questions yourself, you can head on over to naqt.com/buzzword. And you can help me out by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, maybe commenting if the spirit moves you. That's it for week 7. Hopefully we get a video game question right in week 8. We'll see you then.